Of all the many ways DOT does good in the community, this is absolutely one of my favorite. There's nothing more satisfying than having bikes donated by Staten Islanders, refurbished, and some great new ones this year as well, and then given back to Staten Islanders, I can't come off the tongue, who absolutely need those bikes and can benefit and enjoy riding those bikes. So it's my great pleasure to be here today.
Welcome everybody to our fourth annual Donate a Bike. Come on up, Kim. Fourth annual Donate a Bike press conference. This year we are at almost 250 bikes, totaling 750 bikes in 4 years we've given away. Next year we're going to go for 1,000. We'll talk about that. I first would like, I have the honor and the privilege to introduce New York City DOT's first Deputy Commissioner, Margaret Forgione, who is no stranger to this event. Margaret?
Thank you, Roseanne. It is such a pleasure to be here today. Of all the many ways DOT does good in the community, this is absolutely one of my favorite. There's nothing more satisfying than having bikes donated by Staten Islanders, refurbished, and some great new ones this year as well, and then given back to Staten Islanders, I can't come off the tongue, who absolutely need those bikes and can benefit and enjoy riding those bikes. So it's my great pleasure to be here today. As Roseanne said, we're giving out almost 250 bikes. That will bring us to about 750 since we began this initiative 4 years ago. We held 12 collection events over 6 Saturdays, so that was a lot of folks giving up their Saturday from our end, and thank you to Roseanne's staff, because I know she made you all do that. And it was wonderful. Staten Islanders opened up their garages, took that bike off the wall that they haven't been using for a long time, and donated it to our event. So I have a few people I would like to thank, our partners here. First of all, thank you to the Staten Island FerryHawks for co-sponsoring the bike donations and distributions. We have representation today by Executive Vice President and General Manager Gary Perrone. Gary. A very, very special thank you to President and CEO Ken Patsiba of Bike New York for once again not only co-sponsoring this initiative, but also providing some brand new bikes in terms of the addition to the refurbishing of others. NYPD is also well represented here today, led by Staten Island Command Deputy Chief Amir Yaktali once again, and the 4 precincts who helped coordinate distribution of the bikes in their commands. We're also joined by TD Community Business Development Manager Marcus Gonzalez, and Ken will talk about TD Bank's role in all of this a little bit further. This could not have happened without them. And then I'd like to acknowledge just a few more. Staten Island University Hospital and Northwell, represented by Niles French. Dr. Reverend Terry Troya, President and CEO of Project Hospitality, a well-known figure here on Staten Island. We have a new participant in the event this year, and today we have CEO Mendy Microniz from the Staten Island Council of Jewish Organizations, and Police Athletic League Executive Director Carlos Velasquez. And thank you for everything that PAL does here and around the whole city. And last, we're also joined by College of Staten Island Director of Community Educational Engagement, Crystal Montalvo. So I'd just like to talk for a moment about some of DOT's great work here on Staten Island to encourage cycling and continue to foster it as a beneficial method of commuting, a green and sustainable form of transportation, and a healthy and safe form of recreation. We're finishing the installation of the Mason Avenue project near Staten Island University Hospital with bike lanes in each direction between Seaview and Delaware Avenue, which is an important cycling route in the community. We'll also have new pedestrian islands that are currently being added at Alter Avenue. And then we also have another project we're very excited about, Forest Avenue and South Avenue, that will add a new bicycle route between the Goethals and Bayonne bridges, and therefore create a bicycle connection between Mariners Harbor, Port Richmond, and Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
Very impactful bike network. We are. We're connecting communities. We're bridging all of those gaps. So again, it's my pleasure to be here today, and with that, I'll turn it back over to our Staten Island Borough Commissioner, Roseanne Caruana. But just one last thing before I do, I'd like to thank the DOT divisions that made all this possible. First and foremost, the Staten Island Borough Commissioner's Office. We also have Kim Wiley Schwartz, Safety, Education, and Outreach. Her people are here. They're fitting helmets, they're educating people, they're doing so much to help the community each and every day in New York, and I thank you for that, Kim. And last but not least, our facilities team that does all this setup. We kept calling them up and saying, okay, come pick up another 20 bikes, come pick up another 30 bikes, can you bring them back, can you move them here? And they did that all beautifully. So thank you to all the DOT folks. Roseanne, thank you.
Thank you, Margaret. Next up, we have, Staten Island Borough Command Deputy Chief Amir Yakatali.
Hi, good afternoon. I first want to thank the DOT for this incredible event for those in need. Of course, I want to acknowledge our community affairs officers for their hardworking efforts in locating recipients of these donations. As well as, and I also want to acknowledge their precinct commanders, your local commanders, for their support as well. They're behind me as we speak. And of course, none of this could be done without the partnerships of all these organizations, the community members, community partners that helped to put this together. This is another example of city agencies and the community working together to make Staten Island strong. So thank you.
Thank you, Chief. I would now like to introduce our host, Gary Perrone, Executive Vice President and General Manager of the Staten Island FerryHawks.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome to SIUH Community Park. This is our 5th season here, and we are so thrilled and honored to work with Roseanne every day, not just today, but every day, in our police department. And Kenny Podziba. Kenny and I go back 20-something years, so when I came to Staten Island to start working here, this was a very special initiative that we put together. So we're very happy to be here. As everybody knows, this is your park, this is your home, so hopefully you ride your bikes back to the ballpark. Yay! That'd be really cool. So we want to thank you guys and look forward to seeing you this summer, so thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Next up, we have Ken Podziba, President and CEO of Bike New York, who once again just oversaw another successful 5-borough bike tour, which was really great.
Thank you, Roseanne. Like Commissioner Forgione, this is also one of my favorite events. It's such a feel-good event, neighbors helping neighbors, and it couldn't happen without the FerryHawks, so thank you, Gary. They allowed us to use this beautiful stadium for drop-off, and thank you, DOT, for organizing this. It's not easy. There are so many different partners. Thank you, Margaret, for being here, Kim Wiley Schwartz and an incredible team, and of course, Roseanne. I don't understand if you appreciate how much Roseanne cares about getting bikes to Staten Islanders. Yeah. But she's all over me behind the scenes. She always wants more, which is why we're up to 750 bikes since it started and 250 this year. She loves Staten Island like we all do. And thank you for being so passionate, Roseanne. And we really appreciate you. And so those who are receiving bikes should know that these bikes are in great condition. They use bikes, but our mechanics that recycle a bicycle take apart the entire bike, they put them back together, they replace needed parts, and it's as good as new. And things like this cost a little money. So when I met with Ralph Mbaka, who's the president of TD Bank, a few months ago, he also the title sponsor of the TD 5-Borough Bike Tour, told him about this event, and immediately said, you had me at Staten Island, we at TD Bank love Staten Islanders, so we're in. So thank you, TD Bank, for supporting this event. Another sponsor is Amazon. They couldn't be here, but they were also very generous. And again, this is a feel-good event, and there aren't too many like this. So I just want to thank everybody who's part of it, the NYPD, COJO, all of our other community partners, and may we continue to give more and more bikes each year to Staten Island. As long as Roseanne's here, I'm sure that's going to be the case. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Ken. I'd like to now welcome TD Bank Community Business Development Manager, Marcus Gonzalez. Marcus?
Thank you very much. Again, good afternoon, everyone. Marcus Gonzalez, Community Business Development Officer here at TD Bank from Metro New York. TD is proud to be a supporter of Bike New York for almost 20 years now, notably as the TD 5-Borough Bike Tour title sponsor. We love partnering with Five Borough Bike Tour, Bike New York. Being the title sponsor of the Five Borough Bike Tour is incredibly special because it's one of those events that captures the entire spirit and energy of New York City. It's one of the only times in New York that the city streets get shut down, the Five Borough Bike Tour and the marathon. But as important as those big moments are, we care deeply about the local community-driven programs that create impact every single day. Those impacts such as Keep New York City Moving and Bike New York's Recycle a Bicycle program that are so meaningful. Supporting programs like Keep New York Moving is important because transportation access is closely related to economic opportunity and financial stability. I'm super nervous to be up here because this is super important, and I'm really, really excited about this opportunity for you guys. What's so great about the initiative is that it brings together so many parts of the community, including Bike New York, including the Department of Transportation, including Staten Island NYPD, Staten Island University Hospital, the Staten Island FerryHawks, all working together to bring this initiative to place, and it couldn't have happened without you guys, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Marcus. I will now ask Senior Director of Grants Management, Niles French, from the Staten Island University Hospital, to please say a few words. Niles?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. 750 bikes. Let's give a round of applause for that, right? Yeah. Staten Island University Hospital is very, very excited to be part of programs like this. And again, thank you very much for allowing us to participate in it again. And health really begins beyond the four walls of the hospital. It is biking and physical activity that allows health to be a part of the community in this respect. And that's why we're so happy to participate in initiatives like this. And like Marcus said, it is not just the actual bike riding. It does contribute to the economic vitality. It allows people to get to their work and jobs and connect with people. And we are the borough of parks, so maybe we could be the borough of bikes as well. Who knows, you know? So it's very, very important. As a healthcare facility, Northwell and Staten Island University Hospital is very, very excited to participate. And I'm not a clinician, so I'm going to read some of the benefits that I was provided that bike riding can absolutely have. So just indulge me for 1 second. All right. So the health benefits of cycling are important. Riding a bike is a low-impact form of exercise that supports heart health, improves lung function, increases mobility, and can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. So even a few rides a week can help lower the risk of chronic disease and improve overall well-being. But most importantly, today shows what is possible when a community like this all comes together. And for everyone that volunteered, participated, donated a bike, thank you so much. And together, we're building a healthier and a more connected Staten Island, one bicycle at a time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Niles. I don't think Reverend Troya is here for Project Hospitality. Okay. Joining us again this year is our friend, Mendy Moroznik, President of the Council of Jewish Organizations of Staten Island, and the one that is organizing the Open Shabbos, which is our open street on Staten Island, so that we're really happy about that. And Mendy, come on up.
Well, actually, we have to thank Will, because I drove him crazy yesterday. They kept calling, when is it opening? I said, tomorrow, weather permitting, but thank you, Will. You know, Commissioner, for Joan and Kim, Mr. Schwartz, Gary, Ken, Giacotelli, and all the great officers, this only can work and TD Bank when community comes together, corporate, non-for-profit, people coming together. And we forget the vitamin love is here today. Why is it vitamin love? We think of DOT and they put in streets. I was there in Willowbrook when you connected the streets that on the sidewalks. And the amount of love you put on these sidewalks, it becomes a platform for love. But what good is the platform if you can't move around, Gary, Ken? So you need the bike to transport yourself from point A to point B. So this bike is a vehicle of love that unites people. And it's one of the rare occasions, a shining example, when we finally got it right. Thanks to you, commissioners. God bless you all. Enjoy the summer. Hopefully it'll be less rain over the weekend. We can finally enjoy the outdoors. But thank you for giving the tool full love, the bike. God bless you all. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Mendy. I think we have Stephanie from the Police Athletic League. Stephanie, come on up.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, guys. I'm Stephanie, the Regional Director of the Police Athletic League on Staten Island. On Staten Island, we serve over 550 kids, not including the thousands all over the city. So we appreciate the opportunity to work with everyone and get, these wonderful things for our youth in our schools. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Stephanie. I think that finishes up our speaking. I just want to make a few announcements. For those of you that are here to collect your bikes, please see the officers from your precinct. They have your name on a list. Don't forget to get your bicycle helmet fitting done before you collect your bicycle. And ride safe, be happy, and thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it.
Say
Thank you.
Roseanne. Thank you, Roseanne.